Hello guys, welcome again to my new episode of the Imperator Rome series using the Terra Indomita mod, playing as Rome. And yes, welcome again. This is our 6th episode. So in the last episode we ended our Umbrian war. We fought Umbria, which was around here in this region, and we also, the Senones, which is this country, they were also involved, but they peaced out just before the end of the war. So yeah, we could not take this territory, which I would have liked a lot. So yes, let's continue. So now what we're dealing with is basically truce with both Samnium, Etruria, and the Senones actually. But with Samnium, the truce will end in 456, in a little bit more than 2 years. 2.5 years. And with Etruria, we have a truce until 458. So we have to wait a little longer. So I guess we will have 2 years pretty chill, pretty calm. No wars in the short term, the next 2 years. I'm checking if Etruria is allied with anyone that we can declare war on, but it's not the case. So one thing that I've realized is that we, as Publius and Prentius Sophus, we already sponsored our games in Rome, and we're gonna sponsor our games in Canusium. Because we checked a couple of episodes ago that the level of happiness of these pubs were not the best. So yeah, I mean, it's not one of the most important. Well, now that we have Spoletium, let me check one thing, because maybe, how's the happiness over here? I mean, okay. Yes, actually not very good. Yes, not very good, guys. So I would guess that maybe. But I mean, here they have like a debuff of negative 30%, because the dominant culture is not in the integrated culture. So yeah, the level of happiness, it's pretty much affected by that. That's why it's so low. So yes, we're gonna go with the initial plan, which was to sponsor games in Canusium. Okay? So hopefully that helps, and we can actually be able to do this before our term ends, because we are very near, We have until October 1st, 455. So yeah, 1 year and a half, more than enough to sponsor the next games. What we actually did in previous episodes was to build 2 libraries. We have 461 gold, so yeah, I'm gonna go for the 3rd library, because the research ratio is very good for us. So now what we are going to do, since we were able to incorporate 100% of the province of Picenum, and together with Latium, these are the only 2 provinces that we own 100% of its territories. In Campania, we only own just half of it. Okay, the other half is from Samnium, which we will solve hopefully soon enough. And Apulia, the situation is even worse. We only have under our control less than half. The same with Ariminum, okay? So, and the same with Aternum, with the small but not irrelevant detail, which is that 100% is not under our control, but under our subjects' control. So, not the same, but, you know, better than being under a third one control. So, yes, let's unpause the game again and let's play, guys. Like I always say, we will, well, I'm gonna try to keep it under, or not under, but around 30 minutes long. So, you know, it's not that bad. So yes, we have a couple of notifications. Let's see. Ptolemaic Kingdom is after our wood, offering 30, the same as Mauritania. Which one should we give this to? Okay, Mauritania is pretty large. The Ptolemaic Kingdom is very large. One interesting fact that I've learned a couple of days ago is that the Ptolemaic Kingdom is actually called like that because of Alexander the Great. You know, Alexander the Great had two very close friends. One that it doesn't matter for this story, and the other one was Ptolemy. And Alexander the Great, as you know, he was from Macedon, and he was able to conquer all this territory, all the way to almost India, until this river over here. All of this, and Egypt was under his control, and one of his closest friends, which is this guy called Ptolemy, when, you know, the empire got so big, Alexander gave this part of the kingdom, this what used to be Egypt, to him. That's why the name is Ptolemaic Kingdom. That is because of Alexander's friend. The same with the Seleucid Empire. It was like a division when the Alexander's empire disintegrated. Basically, you know, different pieces was the empire was divided in different pieces, I mean, and this one was one of those, and it was for his friend, his best friend, one of his two best friends, that joined him in that historical conquest. So in this case, we're gonna give our wood to, let's check that we can actually have a surplus. Yes, we have a surplus in Ariminum. So let's give this to Mauritania. Accept offer. So now we have 3 export routes, guys. Things are getting better and better. 3 export routes. Our revenue keeps growing. One thing that we need to take care of, by the way, and this reminded me of that, is our trade. Let's see if we have additional trade routes to take care. In Campania, no, we have both routes chosen, the same with Latium. Okay, we have one in Ariminum and one in Picenum. Let's go to Ariminum, which is the last province that we interacted with. What do we have here? wait, what you need to look at. In terms of happiness, of course, the main culture is, or the dominant culture is a different one from our integrated culture, which is the Roman culture. So these guys are not happy at all, okay? So that's why they have such a low happiness. This region is producing stone, wood, dice, horses, and livestock. So where are we in terms of food? We are in the month of April. Okay. And yes, we are not that. We have a +3 each month. Okay. Well, what we don't have actually is iron. Let's import iron from Armenia. Because that's always a very important thing, because it allows us to produce, heavy infantry from this province. So, and also we have a small tax positive increase. So yeah, that helps. And in this region, I think it's the same, guys. We don't have iron over here, so let's see if we have that. Yes, Gugark has more than one to share. So yeah, that's nice. We are importing iron, so we can actually produce heavy infantries over here. Let's see how are we in terms of troops. Okay, nothing has changed that much. We decreased one cohort from the Italia levy, and the Magna Graecia, it's the same with 6 cohorts. So yeah, let's continue and see what the future holds. We have a positive surplus of almost 5, guys, which is actually very good. What we could do is to increase our fleets. Let's build a couple of triremes. Yes. We have 3. Let's go to 5. So we are gonna build 2. For this one, and 2 for this one. 1, 2. Okay, that will help to get to 18 ships and a very good balance. We need to build a respectable fleet, since Etruria over here has 42 ships, okay? So that's something we need to take care of. We need to, get closer in terms of the numbers of ships. So let's take a quick look of our main or most important characters. I don't see inspiring disloyalty. Why are you doing this? Let's have a conversation with this guy. Okay, why are you inspiring? Inspiring disloyalty. While having this ambition, the following effects are active. Monthly wealth decreases, so he's spending his money. And the scheme will abort if the character goes above 66 loyalty. Okay. Decimus Sempronius will lose 15 loyalty. Okay, but he's 85. Okay, I don't care too much. So he's inspiring disloyalty in one of the Sempronius family members. So let's remember that now that our important families, one of those is the Semproni family, and he's inspiring disloyal in here with him, with a researcher who has 85 loyalty. So it's gonna have 70 when this scheme ends. So I don't care very much. I don't care too much, I mean. Let's remember, we are improving our relations with Marcia because we are going to integrate Marcia later. Influence actions is over here. Yes, we will start the integration once we have 190 opinion, or actually when they have 190 opinion of us. Okay, so we still have a long way to go. It's only plus 78 now. So 79, sorry, now. So yes, let's wait. How much is we have to go? 90 more. Okay, we're gonna go up to 160 approximately, and hopefully we will make that 30 points more jump with a gift, maybe. We'll see. No worry, guys. Access actions. No, I can't do any access actions. Yes, we can send a gift for less than 5 gold, and the relations will improve in 25 points. So we will go above the 190 threshold. So we are more than okay, guys. Our Magna Graecia governor, or better said, the governor of Magna Graecia, he's hiring a private army. That's concerning. But I mean, he's really old. He's 74. He's not gonna last that long. So yeah, no worries, guys. Things are a little better, I think. That's 0.94. I think we improved that a little bit. We decreased the level of unrest. So yes, the ships are being produced. We already produced 2. We have these 2 more. Let's see what else. Now we have an even greater surplus of 5.12, which is very nice and very important, guys. We need to go higher and higher and higher with our surplus. Tusia, which is this lonely settlement of Nepete, we need to... Oh, one thing that we can take care of, actually, since we don't have that... Here we have 64 pubs where we can only have 63. Let's pause the game for a minute. And yes, we can move pubs from Rome to here. Let's move from Roma. Yes, let's move this Italic Roman. Yeah. Okay. Now we have 63 out of 63. Okay. We have 3. Let's build an aqueduct, because we need to increase the number of pubs that we can have in this city. Right now the limit is 63. Let's go for an aqueduct. Where are the aqueducts? Over here? Yes. Oh, but we will spend 104. We'll go to 309. Yeah, I mean, okay. 309. That's good. Let's see if we have a city which is above the limit. No, 33 out of 49, 31 out of 47, 32 out of 46, 21 out of 26. Yeah, it would be great if we could move pops from this territory, but I mean, no. Yes, we can't. It needs to be in the same province, and the rest of the province is controlled by Etruria, so yeah. We can't do anything there. Let's see what else is happening. Oops. We have the chance to assign a civic perk, an additional civic perk. Okay, we have the option of increasing our population growth by 0.02% or to decrease further our building cost and the building time. Yes, let's go for this one. Construction leader. Completed. I know. Okay. Let's see if this actually helps. Oops. We are no longer importing iron. Okay. Let's go to Campania. Okay, this is because of the game. Takes a little more time to update. Yes, let's import this from Mediaphilics. I mean, I always like to import iron from every province because it's a strategic raw material. So, yeah, I think it's good to have that. Okay, so we already have this build. The first two, now we have the last two, which will be built very soon. And remember, we are just killing some time until we get to 556. Okay? When our truce with Samnium ends, and we will be able to attack. Let's check who is Samnium allied to. Only Lucania. So the good news for us is that with this war we will be able to conquer both territories, Samnium and Lucania, which is very good because with that I think we're gonna have, yes, 100% of Campania province, which is great. This is actually very good, and we will have most, but not all, most of the Lucania province, so that's great. Let's go to Interania Praetorium. And why are people starving there? Do we need more food? Yes, we need more food. Okay, before taking care of that event, let's address this. Let's cancel the import route of iron and let's get more food. Yes, let's get more food. The people need it. Okay, hopefully that improves the situation a little bit more. Rebellious tendencies. It seems the people of Marcia feel robbed after becoming a client state under our rule. This is a negative event with Marcia. And they are looking for opportunities to get out of the alliance. Though they are recent allies, they have played an important role in our armies already. Maybe it is time to make some concessions to calm them down? I think this is an opportunity to gain extra points with them. I think some gifts will placate them. Give back some land that was once theirs? No. And if they try to act up, we will put an end to them? No. We want to integrate them. So let's give them It's only 16 gold. I mean, we're okay. Yes. Now they like us. Or 117. See, told you so. So now how much points we are still... We have 80 more with... Yes, we go to 197. So we will be above the threshold. So we will be able to integrate Marcia soon enough. Okay, we have 313. Let's try to keep it above 300 for our mercenaries. For Samnium, we are not going to need any mercenaries. I think that with our troops and our allied troops, we are more than okay. Let's take a look at how the world is doing in the region. I mean, yes, Syracuse, it's been Syracuse and has taken control of all this part of the island. Carthage, which we need to keep a very close eye on, is, yes, they are over here, they are all over there. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. Let's see, Pirate Lair. It has come to our attention that a pirate lair has sprung up in Castrum Trentinum. Where is that? Castrum Trentinum. I don't know where that is. Here? No. Here, okay. Okay. In the Picenum province, okay. The local merchants and traders clamor for us to root out these pirates so that their trade ships can continue to sail along our shores unmolested. An advisor of Publius comes up to him and says, "My consul, I have a cunning plan. We will dislodge these pirates by force if necessary. We gain the trade of just. We also gain 10 popularity. We don't need that. We already have a 100. And the settlement gains pirates discontented for 12 months, which will make them pay less taxes to us, be more unhappy or unhappier, and they will lose migration attraction. But they will gain more citizen output and citizen happiness. How many citizens do we have in this settlement? Only one. And he has 16 happiness. I mean... Oh, what is it? And we will gain the trade shrewd. Wait, that will give us +1 finesse. This will also give us +1 finesse. Yes, I mean... Oh, let's act like we were ruling actually, and yes, let's try to get rid of those pirates. It's only a year that they will be paying less taxes, so yes, it's only a year, no worries. Hopefully we will take care of those pirates. This is a pirate haven. This port contains a pirate haven, providing support to raiding pirates. These two. Let's see if we can eventually get rid of them. That would be great. How are we in terms of... Let's take a look of how are we doing in terms of our governor policies. We are actually doing good. This just rose. It was 55, now it's 56%. Bountiful Harvest. These are the kind of events that I really enjoy and want to have more. Bountiful Harvest. Word has arrived that this year's harvest was exceptionally good in the territory of Norpa. Whilst the merchants may be holding their heads in their hands, the people rejoice at the plummeting price of bread. Bread is cheaper for everyone. That's great. The people should rejoice. We gain 3 stability. Okay. Or we should perhaps limit the drop in price, which we will be gaining 10 approval from the Boni. How is the Boni approval? Okay, they're 44, not bad. But we will gain 50 gold. What do I want? What do I want? I am gaining 5 gold per month. So this is basically 10 months in one shot. Or we have 3 more stability. I think stability is more important. Let's go with the stability and let the people rejoice of the cheaper price of bread. I was saying, let's take a look at how are we doing in this thing. Okay, this has already... Okay, but it's Tusia, where we only have 1 territory, so it doesn't count. This one is going up. This one keeps going up. So I think that everything is progressing. This one, remember, this was 0%. Now it's 8%. So I think it's working just fine. Okay, and let's take a look at here. Callipolis is asking for military access. Where are we? No, I don't care about Callipolis. Or Callipolis. I don't know how it's pronounced properly. But no, we're gonna wait, let's... They are at war with Scordisia. Where's Scordis? They are at war with Scordisia. What? Over here? Oh, decline offer. I don't care. I really don't care. We have a decision. No, it's about the women in our republic, but no, it's too soon. Let's keep going. We are already in 455, which is actually 299 before Christ. Okay, so we are 300 years before Christ. And we will go all the way, remember, we were going to go all the way to 800 after Christ. So, yes. We have a long way to go, guys. And let's see, where are we at the end of this? Yes, we have 328. We must make sure that this keeps going up. In the process, let's check a couple of things. The culture map mode, okay. This is where the Italic culture group is the dominant one. But here is Umbrian and here is Roman. And we are converting, slowly converting. Well, we will be trying to convert all of the Italian peninsula and even probably these 2 islands too to the Roman culture. Yes. In terms of religion, where are we? Okay. the Italic religion is the dominant one, with the exception of these two and these three over here. Oh, over here the Hellenic religion is the dominant one. Let's check. We have a notification of unused trade routes. Okay, we have an additional trade route, and that is very, very good. Yes. Let's see if we can have another marble so we can get the nationwide. Yes, we can have a decrease in our monthly tyranny. Yes, I want that surplus. Now we have in our entire country the following benefit. Monthly tyranny decreased by 0.01. So that's great. Over here we have the tyranny, and we have yes, surplus of marble in capital that is reduced. That's nice. We have an election soon, guys, so be prepared. Let's see who has the greater chances. Okay, our friend Publius Cornelius Barbatus. That was a very good idea to befriend him. And Quintus, he's also very nice to us. He's very loyal. I mean, 78 loyalty. So that's great. So I think on this episode we're gonna go all the way to just before the Samnian War, or the year when the Samnian War will happen. Yes. Okay, we need to take a look at this. We have a new ruler. Has a 7, 6, 7, 8 stats. He's also from the Optimates, so we don't change the ruling faction, which is very good because we don't have a penalty in terms of stability. Every time that we change the faction leading the country, we have a loss, an impact on the stability. So the bad news is that they also have the following objective: grand holdings. That's not very original from them. Let's take care of the positions that are unassigned. Okay, we lost our Pontifex Maximus, which is our new consul, and we lost the Prefectus Militaris, which is our new co-consul, Quintus, over here. Oh, we don't have Quintus over here. We will add Quintus. Absolutely. We will stop following this character, our former co-consul, and we will actually pin Quintus because he's the new co-consul over here. Okay, his content in live. We will put our brand new consul on sponsoring games again. And let's go with, Capua is the second. No, let's have the first game in Roma. The new consul needs to keep the people of Roma very happy. So let's do the first one in Roma, and then we will do the second one in Capua. Okay? So that's nice. We have a character focus available. What do we want him to be focused on? Well, he's very good at zeal focus, right? He was our Pontifex Maximus. So I think we will go with the zeal focus, and we have to choose. I think all of them do the same. Increase the seal. But we need to choose between divinity focus, philosophy focus, priestly support focus, or piety focus. Yeah, let's go with philosophy focus. Okay. So he gained one more seal. Yes, he has a 9 now. That's great. We have to choose an omen, and since we are going to go to war next year, 1 year from now, we will need this extra discipline, which, let me go back for a minute, because we need to first take care of these offices. Always take care of this first, because some of these positions will affect positively or negatively the rest of things, okay? We don't have a scorned family, so this is very good actually. Usually when you change and some of them go to, take the consul and co-consul positions, they usually generate that one family becomes scorned and you have to choose one of the great family members for some of these positions. But this is not the case, and this is very good. All the families are, let me just double check that. All the families are content. 2 out of 2, 3 out of 2, 3 out of 2, and 2 out of 2. Okay. All of them are fine. So let's, over here, sorry. Government. Yes. Let's take care of the Pontifex Maximum. Okay, this has a 10. Okay. But a low statesmanship. Okay. This has an 8, but a very, wow. Because this is our former consul, Publius. But I think he's going to be better. We can actually shuffle a little bit all these things. Let's see if we have a, well, we have a 10. Which is nice. This guy is a 6. He's from the Cornelius family. Over here, Tribunus, he has an 11. I think he's gonna be better here, because right now we are increasing civilization change by 0.07. If we choose him, we go to 0.08%. So we're gonna stick with him. Sempronius, if we want, we can change this guy for, he has a 9 also, and he's scorned. Yes, let's choose Aulus Cornelius. That's great. And I think for this position, yes, I'm gonna go with, oh, he's very low loyalty. Which will increase in 15. He will go all the way to 43. Oh, he has a very low loyalty. Let's see if with this one we can actually, yes. Visit Papyrus Cursor. Yes. Let's choose him. He's a 9. Ah, we lost here. We used to have like a 7.5 with Quintus, but now we only have a 3. But his statesmanship will grow. He now has a 31. It will grow over time, so hopefully this will be increasing in the future. And with this one, I guess that, yes, I mean, we can, we can, let me check. Yes, let's assign this guy, which will go all the way to 43. Or maybe this guy, who will go all the way to 53. 43, 53, 43, 53. No, let's go with the 10, I mean. Yeah, he went all the way to 41. We'll see. I don't know if it's the best decision, but I mean, yeah. This guy has a very low loyalty. Yeah. Let's see if we as a consul, we need to befriend someone. Yes, this guy. Let's make friends, try to make friends with Marcus Claudius. Okay? Make friends with him. It's important. He's the governor of Magna Graecia. So, yeah. We need that to improve. And for our omen, yes, we need that additional discipline for our troops. So that's great. And yeah, let's continue. Now we have a new ruler. So we need to continue and keep up the good work, okay? Building Council of Elders. Interesting. How are we with the integration of Marcia? We have 126. Remember, we need to go all the way to 190. The benefits of power. Marcus Claudius Corvus is the target of a brazenly outspoken critic who has been provoking his ire for some time. It seems the loudmouth is protected by political opponents of Marcus and believes himself to be untouchable. This could be an excellent opportunity to impress Marcus. Okay. A few bribes and some thugs will solve this. No, this is beneath us, guys. This is beneath us. We don't want to bribe anyone that we don't need to. We are no longer importing grain to province Picenum. Okay, we were importing grain because we needed that, actually. Yes, so let's choose another import route. Okay, done. The aqueduct is being built. We have 370 days left, or to go. We have 354. Maybe we can build something. How are we in the in terms of the research ratio? Oh, it's at its maximum. That's fantastic. Okay. The gladiator. A previously unknown gladiator has recently risen to great prominence in this arena, drawing huge crowds and by all accounts putting on a peerless show. A well-placed box seat could easily win over Marcus. We can make a moderate amount of progress at the cost of popularity, which we have enough, so I don't care. And, political influence, that we also have enough. Political influence is over here. We have 90, so we will go down to 80. Or we can make a small amount of progress. I will go with buy and gift him to Marcus. A gladiator. Okay. We will buy a box seat to Marcus. Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully that helps and we become friends with Marcus. He's a very important character. He's the governor of Magna Graecia. So, yes. But I think, guys, that it's time to put a cut in here because I don't want the episode to, extend further. So, yes, we have been doing a lot of progress. We were managing our republic and took care of a few things. Our ruler changed. So we are basically preparing for our next battle, our next war against Samnium, which will happen in our 7th episode, okay? So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Please, if you do, click like and subscribe. It's gonna help the channel. Leave your comments if you have anything to say, good or bad. Any feedback is more than welcome. So, yes, thank you very much for watching and bye-bye.